Today I'm here with one of my favorite Canadians, Hattie Ogden. Hattie, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
How was that with Amber? Like, how did she find you?
Right when I got in the portal, I was like, I just gotta see. Because like BYU has been my dream school.
Okay.
And once I reached out to Lee, he was like, can you call with Coach? Like later today. And I was like, yeah. Called Coach Amber literally a couple hours later. It was that day or the next day we decided I was coming on a visit in like a week or two later. Like the process was so fast.
Oh my gosh.
And then I kind of knew I just like wanted to just like have the feeling of like surety that this is where I need to be.
Yeah.
Came on my visit, committed on my visit.
You know the words to this song. Sing along. Sing along.
I
always wanted a brother.
I always wanted a brother.
What's up, Kicker Nation? I'm your host, Amari Whiting from the One Love Show, brought to you by Center Street Media Network, where we give you full access to athlete stories on and off the court. Follow and subscribe to our journey this season. Full episodes available on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And go Cougs. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm here with one of my favorite Canadians, Hattie Ogden. Hattie, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hattie is obviously from Canada, but Hattie, give us like a little background of yourself, all the good things.
Yeah, so I grew up in Canada, obviously, southern Alberta to be exact, a tiny little town. My high school had about 400 kids in it. Kind of like your athletes were like played on every team. So like the volleyball team, basketball team, they were all the same girls. And then, I decided I wanted to play post-secondary basketball and played for AAU in Toronto for Kia Nurse. And then ended up playing 2 years at Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
And then now I'm here.
Little New York girly.
New York
How'd
girly.
you like New York? Was it like
It's good.
Concrete jungle where dreams were made of? Or?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It was upstate New York, so not so much like New York City, but still kind of cool. I get to say I lived in New York, you know?
Yeah, really. It honestly is kind of a flex. Like, I live in New York. Me and Hattie really bond because of this little small town thing we have going on. There's like a group of us that are from Idaho, obviously, and we literally are like, oh my gosh, Hattie could be from Idaho. I think
Idaho and Southern Alberta are like the same thing. Just like the Canadian American version, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we're better. But
I beg to differ.
What's the biggest difference from here and Canada? Like genuinely.
Well, there's not like a difference, and you just like see it in like all the like little things, like certain little words you say, or like we like measure temperature differently, miles to kilometers, like the dollar, like the money is different. It's like just like little things like that, but you wouldn't really notice it unless you like were there and like lived there, you know? Or a lot of people hear me talk and be like, you talk funny. Now I'm kind of more Americanized, but
no, so some things you say, I'm like,
yeah.
No.
No. Yeah, but it's the same thing. I'm like, here, you guys are like some of the things like you'll like type, or I'm like,
like how you spell things even.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like color.
Favorite.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
but what do you like better? What one?
Okay, I like my home in Canada.
Okay.
But I think America has like a lot more stuff. Like, you know, there's a lot of stuff in America that Canada doesn't have that I love. Like Target. Yeah.
You don't have a Target?
No.
Hattie.
Yeah.
Okay, but that also is a bad thing because Target swallows your money.
It's true.
So like you're probably saving money in Canada.
You're not wrong. But I just love where I grew up. So like to me that's Canada, and that's like my favorite place. So
obviously you said small town, 400 kids.
Yep.
Where you grew up, like how many siblings do you have? Like did you grow up like it's like a, I don't know how to explain, like a farm area, it's like out in the
not at
country?
A little bit. I grew up middle of 5 kids.
Okay.
So I got 2 older, 2 younger. We only have 1 brother.
Oh, you're the middle child.
1 brother, 4 sisters. Middle child, all the way. But Yeah, I grew up, my first house in our small town, we lived right across the school. Like, literally, I walked across the street and the playground was right there. So it was, like, kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then after that, we actually moved out to, like, the outer parts of towns, and we had, like, horses, like, right by our property. My dad, a big horse guy. Anyways, we had, like, horses and had, like, a little bit more. And so that was, like, the most, like farm type. But
life.
I lived in the town, so it was more just small town kid. Yeah.
So what sports did you play? Because obviously if all the athletes played everything, you played basketball, volleyball?
Basketball and volleyball were like my two in high school and stuff. Started off with hockey. Yeah, I was a hockey girl.
Hattie, I love this. No way. Like growing up hockey or like high school even?
No, it was like 7 or 8 years, but mostly growing up, like when I was little. It's when I got old enough, there wasn't a women's league where I lived. And so I was like, do I drive all this way or do I just switch sports, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you choose between basketball and volleyball? Because it sounds like obviously you love volleyball.
I did love volleyball. You know, there was like a point, and it took me so long. Like, it wasn't until like grade 11. That's how we say it, not 11th grade.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like grade 11 that I was like, I just feel like I couldn't live without basketball. But I could like live just like kind of playing volleyball for fun, you know?
Yeah.
That was.
So tell us about your recruiting process, like getting to Buffalo.
Yeah. Well, basketball was like super big where I was from, but you don't get a lot of exposure because it's like, one, it's in Canada, and two, it's like small town. Like nobody, you know about it if you're from there, but like no one outside of there really knows.
Yeah.
So I obviously played all the time I could, but when I finally decided in grade 11 that I like wanted to go basketball, I was like, shoot, I need to like find out how to get some exposure. And that's when I got on Kia Nurse, and I actually played on that team with Delaney. So that was another time we were teammates. It wasn't for very long because I was in my senior year. I only played one tournament with Kia Nurse.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't have a ton on like the West Coast where I like thought I wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to stay closer to family, closer to my home. But through Kia Nurse and that, like just being in Toronto, just right beside New York, Buffalo, they were bringing in a new coach and found me and said that they wanted me, and I was so scared. But moving across the continent, I was like, but I just kind of prayed about it and just really felt like that's where I needed to be.
I love it.
And I just went for it.
Yeah? Let's go.
Yeah.
I was on Hattie's visit when she was here. And literally, I feel like that was like one of the funnest visits like I've ever been on.
It was so fun.
Like we literally had a blast.
We really did.
We had Yogurtland. We ate at that yummy, what is it, Pizzeria 712 or something like that?
Yeah. I took you back to your Italy days.
Oh my gosh. But we just bonded.
Yeah.
I feel like we just had a good old time.
It was a great time.
How was that with Amber? Like, how did she find you?
So I knew Lee before.
Oh.
From like earlier, I came to camps and stuff. I kind of knew Lee. And then right when I got in the portal, I was like, I just got to see. Because like BYU has been my dream school.
Oh, okay.
And once I reached out to Lee, he was like, can you call with Coach like later today? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Called Coach Amber literally a couple hours later. Talked. She was, I think it was that day or the next day, we decided I was coming on a visit in like a week or two later. Like the process was so fast.
Oh my gosh.
And then I kind of knew I just like wanted to just like have the feeling of like surety that this is where I need to be.
Yeah.
Came on my visit, committed on my visit.
Yeah. I remember when you committed. That was so fire. I was like, it's cool. Because I was your host, obviously, so I took it personal. I was like, yeah, it's because of me. Was it?
Factor. Can't give you too much.
Hattie, since you've been here, what's been the funniest thing that has happened so far? Funniest? You live with, let's put this out there. She lives with Cambry. She lives with Brindley.
I do.
If you guys don't remember, Brindley is the one that sets off the fire alarms with her egg cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we've all set off the fire alarm now.
Yeah.
I don't
Even
know what
when I was over making pizzas, the fire alarm went off.
It did go off.
It is touchy.
It is.
So
That's
I'll
what
give
I'm
her that.
saying. Okay.
I'll give her that.
I feel like we have so many funny moments that it's like, I can't even, like literally today in practice when we just started singing, like, but no, Bryn found a karaoke machine and we do karaoke at our house sometimes.
Are you serious?
And we go pretty hard and it's so hilarious.
Oh wait, no, I've seen videos.
Yeah.
I've seen the videos.
Yeah.
You really like Pitch Perfect.
I love Pitch Perfect.
Understatement of the year. Hattie literally diehards, eat, breathe, sleep, Pitch Perfect, repeat.
Watched it many times. I got a house full of sisters.
Like one through, how many is there?
3.
One through 3? Like all 3 or?
The first one's
like
the best, but
yeah. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Hattie's a really good singer. So me and Hattie really, okay, I'm just the type of person that just like sings. Like
really
break
do.
out in song. I'll even sing things back to you.
You really do.
And Hattie has just picked it up with me.
I just jumped on the bandwagon, you know?
Everyone hates us, I swear, because even like we'll be warming up and I'll sing something and Hattie will finish it for me. And then we just keep going. And recently, when we were in Iowa State, we discovered the when you know the words to the song game. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was the funnest time ever. Should we demonstrate?
We were playing that. Okay, well, you have to go. Okay, but no.
Wait.
Let me.
Should we actually, or is that weird?
No. Let me. You have to let me.
You go, and then it can be like, you can be like, and then
Yeah. I'll start singing with you.
Okay. But you know the intro?
Start it? I don't remember.
Because when you know the words to the song, sing along. Sing along.
I
always wanted a brother.
I always wanted a brother.
That's also me and Hattie's song. That is our song.
It is.
I don't know why.
I don't even know how we discovered
that
it.
one and Love is an Open Door, I feel like is recently just surfaced. That has been something that's been a core memory.
Yeah.
We went to the men's game Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And we went, ate crepes after, and then rolled down the windows,
car
sang
karaoke.
Love is an Open Door. Car karaoke. Yeah, that's fine.
What was the other one? Let It Shine. Yeah.
Oh, that one was hard too. Okay, anyway. Hattie, okay, since you've been here at BYU, obviously, I feel like we have clicked well. Like our whole group has.
We have, yeah.
But on the court, what has been one of your favorite moments that we've had so far this season?
On the court?
Yeah.
Well,
you can think about it.
I feel like a first win, especially coming here, new school, and just getting the first win, and because in the summer we're here the whole summer,
Oh my gosh.
literally just us grinding it out,
working camps,
the behind the scenes, and we're all got each other's backs and stuff, and when we finally get to go out there and just play and put all out there, and then you just get the reward of your first win and just doing it together, I feel like it's just,
it's something that doesn't compare. It's really just in the moment, all of us are so happy, and it's just
exactly.
Oh, this is what we're here for.
And we get in the locker room a little, hey.
hey. Literally. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay. Obviously, you said you're the middle child and everything. Mm-hmm. Tell me what the household's like. Is it competitive? Did all you guys play sports? I feel like you're so competitive. Me and Hattie battle, it's stupid things, too. I'm pretty sure if you put 2 water bottles in front of me and Hattie, we'd, chug it and see who could finish first.
Yeah.
Me and Hattie,
Oh, I would win, but, yeah.
You wouldn't. Okay. But, what was that? Is this where you got your competitive...
Yeah, my family's pretty competitive. So I have one brother.
Yeah.
But he's only a year and a half older than me.
Oh.
And then my next closest sister is like 3 years younger. So I was the closest with my brother growing up and just being so close in age, and he didn't have a brother. Like, I feel like we just kind of like clicked, and I would play all the sports with him, and we would like fight all the time. And honestly, it kind of was like that. And then also I was like, my best friends growing up were like all guys. Like,
you're that girl.
Playing hockey, the whole team was guys, and I was just like best friends. We'd go and play hockey in mini sticks in the basement, and
that's fun.
So I feel like just yeah.
You've always just been around boys, and always just had that edge.
In small town, my mom was just kind of like, let me go.
Yeah.
Do what I want, you know?
I love it.
Just go hang out, play wherever.
I freaking love it. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. What would you say is like your motivation to like keep going, like while you're here? Like their hard days, like just grinding in basketball.
That's a great question. Well, I feel like coach always tells us this, like, think of your why, like, remember it in the hard moments. But growing up, small town, not a lot of exposure. Like, I wasn't really sure. I'm getting to my senior year, not really getting many looks. Like, I wasn't even sure. Like, I was thinking, like, am I going to have to play a prep year? Am I going to have to go to, like, a JUCO first? Like, I wasn't sure if I was even going to, like, be able to at that point. But I knew I wanted to, and I was kind of willing to just grind it out and try to get there. And just the process of, like, people taking a chance on me and letting me prove that I could do it. But mostly, like, for the community back home who raised me. Like, I go back home and there's little girls that will come and talk to me and send me things, or just even, like, my little cousins, and, like, everyone's kind of rooting for you, especially, like, BYU. It's just... I feel like there's people all around the country, all around the world who are rooting for BYU. Yeah. And it's just like that, like, in those moments, you're kind of like, how can I not just be grateful for all of this? Like, even though it might not be going my way, like, you kind of got to just look outside yourself and, like, we're so blessed, you know?
Yeah. No, it gives me chills because, like, I feel like it's the same way with, obviously, where I'm from. Like, just small town, like, no one really makes it out of Burley. No one really makes it out of Alberta, Canada. You know what I mean?
And you get to be that statement and show all the girls, all the little girls back home, you can do it.
You can do it. You can do it. Really, you can.
Yeah.
That's so sick. Oh, I love that, Hattie. Okay, obviously we all noticed Hattie's dressed super cute today. She has on cute shoes even. Hattie, are you a, like, I don't know, shopaholic? Do you like to, like, what are we doing outside of basketball? Because I feel like you just love some style.
I do. I love my comfort most days, but when I got to it, I love it. So
when you need to step out, you step out.
Also, I have 3 sisters, and, you know, sisters like to...
Make sure you're looking good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But no, we went through a phase where my whole family were just big sneakerheads. And so, like, my dad was just fine. He literally got these plugs, like, from different cities and stuff. And, like, they would show him these cool shoes, and he would, like, for Christmas and stuff, like, that was, like, our thing. To the point where we were, like...
You're speaking my language.
Oh, I know.
You're speaking my language. Oh, my gosh.
So definitely sneakerhead. I haven't bought as many lately because I need to wear the ones that I have a little more. Yeah. But, yeah.
I love it. You're just a little sneakerhead. Hattie also... I hate to admit it in front of your face because it's going to blow your head up.
What?
Hattie also is one of the smartest people I know. And, like, annoyingly smart. Like, you could, like, say something and be like, oh, this is, like, okay, this is just stupid. But, like, you could be like, oh, this is, like, 10 pounds. And, like, Hattie would walk over and pick it up and be like, 25. And you're like, okay.
A very specific example.
Like, it's, like, just stupid stuff that, like, corrects you. Like, Hattie also wants to be a doctor. So, like, she just knows all the things. She just knows. What made you want to be a doctor? Like, how did we get here?
Well, I'm kind of a nerd, first off. I'll just accept it.
Oh, you really?
I really do. I really just like, I love to learn. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate school. Like, I like school. I like to learn. I don't like all classes.
Okay,
but
that's
like
fair.
my biology class, my anatomy class last semester, I loved it. I loved learning about the body, how it works, you know? It's like some things you like look and you're just like, how is this even possible? Like, it's just so crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, so that, but with also like, I like to help people, and I feel like there's always a need for doctors.
Yeah.
Anything in healthcare, it's like you get a job that you just get to go every day and help people, and there is a little bit of tough, but also like, I just feel like it would be so rewarding, you know?
That speaks a lot about you. Like, you were always the first, like, jump in to help and do whatever, but oh my gosh, I can't believe you like school. Like, do you find BYU hard?
Yeah, BYU.
Did you take American
busy
Heritage?
work. I haven't yet.
Did you take stats?
I took stats in my last school.
Oh, so you haven't taken American Heritage?
I took anatomy. I'm in physiology this semester. But it's like busy work for sure.
Okay.
But
so it's not like hard, or is it hard?
It's
hard,
but it's a lot easier if you stay on top of it. If you like miss a little,
that's what a true student would say.
If you miss a little bit, then you're like, wow.
Then you're cooked.
I'm behind. Yeah, pretty much.
So how is it balancing freaking that in basketball?
Yeah, I mean, morning practices is really nice because like once we're done, like then I can just focus the rest of the day on whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But definitely took some getting used to. I think I sucked at it my freshman year. Like,
really?
It was so hard to get a hang of. I would be like the one trying to stay up till 3 a.m. getting stuff done because I just didn't know how to use my time right. Time management. Gosh. You don't even realize how.
Yeah. I never had a problem with it, so I don't know.
It's impressive. Speaks a lot to your character.
I'm joking. Buffalo, New York is obviously so different than Provo, Utah. How, like, spiritually, like, what has been something that's, like, stuck out to you at BYU?
Yeah. I mean, I love Buffalo, and I feel like it helped me grow in a lot of ways, like, I wouldn't have even expected, because I kind of had to just rely on, like, my faith and what I grew up with, and wasn't a lot of friends around to kind of like help you through it, so you kind of just had to rely on yourself. But here I love like the relationships, like a relationship, friendships in our house where we can just like talk about like our faith and God, and even like plan temple trips together or like plan to go to church together. Like that to me has been just like the biggest blessing. And just being able, like, I'm with my best friends and we're on the court together, and then the next day we get to go to church together, and it's just like where else can you do that in the world? Like it doesn't happen, you know. No, it's sick. Like surreal to think about.
Oh, Hattie, I love you. You're the best. That's so cute. Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the One Love podcast. Make sure to check us out on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, and we'll see you guys next time.